Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you the service modes, all of the service modes on this JLA washing machine. Should work, it will work on Schulthess machines like this with the display. It would also work on the tumble dryers as well. Excuse the lighting. Yeah. So to get into it, so sometimes here in the corner, you get like a little gear, or here you get the speech bubble. So the speech bubble is the language. The gear symbol is the settings. You want to get into the settings. So if you have the gear, you can just get into the settings by pressing that. If you have the speech bubble, you need to hold, and then you get access to the settings. So once you're in this little menu here, you hold this button, which is the right arrow button, and then you enter this. All these things you'll access from this only, so you don't need anything. Yeah, so go to service function, and then you need to enter a code. I'm not gonna show you the codes because, yeah. So. Hope you guys like hop on WMA. She's surviving. Alright, so now we're in. This is the service mode. So you've got normal settings, which you don't need to go into that. Machine parameters, which is like reprogramming the machine. Test programs, operating data. Save default settings, so that's factory resetting. Reset maintenance counter, and code for operating data. So these I'm not going to show today, nor this because it's just normal settings. I'm going to show you these three only. So let's start with operating data. So operating data shows the error messages. So error messages, last errors. This machine's broken, so I'm getting all these errors. It will show the last 20 errors, I think. Yeah, the last 20 errors. And obviously this machine's broken. I'm getting the same errors every time. So yeah, it's breaking. I don't know if you can see the drum lights flickering. Anyway, I hope it doesn't error. Oh my god, it's gonna error. Last used programs. Last used programs. It shows the last programs is done. I don't know what it means. I think, who knows? Number of programs. So I think, I'm not sure if this is how many programs it's done, or it's how many programs it has in the system. For me, it says 339. So whatever that means. Operating hours, 462 hours. So it's kind of like AG or something like that, where it shows like, you do a combination and then it'll show like 2,000 hours or something. That's how many hours it's done in the system. And for this is 462 hours, so it's basically brand new. Software version. I don't know what any of this means. USB, it would say something here, but I don't have a USB. So to get the date of the software, you choose this. So this is 2019 software. I don't know why. Yeah. Machine number. I think that shows, I think that's the code for when the machine was made and stuff. So 24th February 2021 at 3 o'clock. So it's 3 years old. And then the last service, this is for like technician only. It would say something like this in the thing if technicians come out and then they put that in the software. So yeah. So that's operating data. Test programs, I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm just going to show you which ones it has. So it's got high voltage test, wash program, so it does just a normal wash program. I'm not sure if it heats, but yeah. Drain function, water valves, reverse, I think that's tumbling without water. Spin, water level, operating buttons, flow sensor. I'll show you the operating buttons actually, so shows which ones works. And then we got the ones here, which are hidden on this model. And then it'll run out of time when you don't press anything. There. Flow sensor, turbidity sensor, I don't think mine has that. FLWN pump test, I think that's autodose. Can't remember, but this doesn't have autodose or the turbidity sensor. I'm not sure if it has the flow sensor either, but yeah. Anyway, that's the test programs, quite simple. Now, God, let's get into service mode again. Hot points look really good at the moment. It's cold in here. Right, so now I'm going to show you machine parameters. This is where you reprogram the machine. Let me just straighten you a bit. This is where you reprogram the machine. So I'll demonstrate a few things. So machine parameters, let's go. So let's start with machine type. Machine type is like what machine is. So it depends on the kilogram and the size of the machine. So we got EFH, which is the normal size one. EFH 280, which I think is the one with the bigger drum. This is just a 7 kg drum. MFH, which is like top line, so they're kind of bigger than a normal machine, bigger than this. Pro line, and all the sizes of Pro line, so they're the big machines with like the ASCO style suspension, quattro system, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's machine type. I have tried and like selected it to Pro line, see if it changed anything, and all it changed was the spin speed to 800 RPM. It didn't change like how fast the drum is rotating or the water levels, so that's a bit weird. I've also tried MFH. It's for some reason the same as EFH for some reason, so I just kept it this, which is what it's supposed to be. It has a label at the bottom of the machine to show like what type it is anyway, so yeah. So I just kept it like that. UI table. So this is where you get all the programs. So number one is like, I mean, it might be different on all models to be honest. But number one on this one, it's like a prototype of the domestic programs, I guess, because you got like all the programs, but then some are unprogrammed for some reason. Two is top of the line domestic. Some of these just don't have programs. That's on this one only. 14, that's where it's set to right now, so I get domestic programs and the professional programs. The original was 17, so I'm gonna configure that and I'll just show you guys. These some of them you get wet clean programs as well, or sluice programs. If only I just recorded all the programs this is set to. But yeah, this is where you get all the programs, all the options, blah blah blah. So I'll just demonstrate. So as you guys remember, like at the beginning of the video, it was set, you know, like cotton programs and stuff. So I'm gonna set it to 17, which is what it's supposed to be. Heating variant. So heating variant is like how it heats the water, I guess. I don't know. Hot water only. heat pump, steam direct, steam indirect. I kept it as electric because that's what it's supposed to be. Aquastar, this doesn't have Aquastar, so I'm going to keep that off. Water connections, this has a hot and cold feedback set to cold. You get soft, I don't know what that means. I guess if it has like a soft water tap adapter, I don't know. But mine is set to warm. Warm plus direct, so that I think that's warm plus steam direct. That might be on Proline only, but I set it to cold, because I don't have a hot water supply in here. But you know, I'm just gonna set it all back to normal, how it is, because I'm getting rid of this machine. Drain, so if it has a dump valve or just a normal drain pump, mine has a drain pump, so I'm gonna keep it that. Welcome text, so here you can change the startup screen. So you got Schulthess, Merkur, neutral, which is like no startup screen. First, service 7000, Podab, Hua, Siniva, Cooper Bush, Cylinder, Siemens, JLA. That's it. So mine's set to JLA because this is a JLA machine. Spin speed, I set it to 1700, but it doesn't actually do 1700 for some reason. So I'm just gonna set it back to how it was originally, probably. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it at 1700. What's the difference? But anyway, you got 800, 850, 900, 950, 1000, 1050, 1100, 1150, 1200, 1250, 1300, 1350, 400, 1450, 1500. That's what it was set to. 1550, 1600, 1650, and 1700 RPM. I'm just gonna leave it at the max. But 1700 and 1650 are not available. It doesn't actually go to that speed for some reason. Like, but oh. Lock settings. So this is right. So you can lock the settings menu. I'm gonna keep it off. Cause yeah. Load sensor. This doesn't have a load sensor, so I'm gonna turn it off. Dirt sensor. This doesn't have a dirt sensor, so I'm gonna turn it off. Payment options. So this is where you can set if you want like payment options. So if you can do like corner op or card. So you got without, this doesn't have a payment thing. Card, jet on, I don't know, coin, and then RS485. Sorry. This doesn't have any payment options, so I just kept it without that. Hygiene function. I don't actually know what hygiene function does, but it's in the normal settings menu, so I think some of these are just in the normal settings menu, so it's like, oh. Lock buttons, so here you can lock some buttons. So button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh? Yeah, you can lock some buttons if you really want to, but we're gonna leave it all in that. Okay. Temperature limit. So temperature limit, I think, what does that do? I think temperature limit means like it uses only one heater. So I'm gonna keep it on because this machine does have 2 heaters. Cleaning interval, that's like drum cleaning reminder. I don't know what maintenance interval is, I can't remember. But I'll just show you. So for some reason it says spin speeds. I don't know. And then we've got mandatory, which is like it has to do drum cleaning when it's like, yeah. But I'm gonna keep it off. Maintenance interval. This is the same thing but says different numbers. Don't know why. Detergent dosing. So this is where you can select that auto dose. Since this doesn't have auto dose, you can just set it to powder. So that's the normal detergent drawer. Temperature display. So temperature display, if I set it to that, so I set it to the UI table, which is what is, I set it to UI table 17, which is what it was originally set to. So that means if I leave temperature display on, it will show the temperature while it's on the main wash. If I set it to any other UI table, I have to press this button while it's washing to get the the temperature display basically. So phone detection. Phone detection is it was simple really. Interfaces, USB or without. I kept mine to USB, but I might turn it off now. Actually, I'm just gonna keep it on. And then lock options. Lock options, I think that, yeah, it makes it so no options when selecting a program. Anyway, so now we press back, it'll save, quit settings, save. And now it will reset the whole machine. So that's start screen. And it will stay on that start screen for a bit, and then it'll say like all programs reset or something. So it resets all the settings when you change the UI table. See, watching programs, all programs on factory settings reset. Okay. Then it'll start like normal, and then you'll see the different programs. Well, we are in a different UI table because all the programs are mixed up. Sometimes the programs get mixed up for some reason. Was it not this? Try again. In fact, I'll change it to domestic. So I'll show you guys. I do want to really show you guys different programs and stuff. If only I could show all the programs. Like all the UI tables, and I can make a whole overview, but it will take so long, trust me. There's way too many cycles, and some of them are like not even programmed, so some of them are mixed up sometimes. Anyway, what about Kia? Let's set UI table. Was it not 17? Try 18. 18. I think the UI table order, it's like the top of the line ones are first, and then the bottom line ones are last. That's what I noticed. Because like, I saw on the manual, like, on the domestic ones, like, the most basic one is here, and then the top line one is like around here. So yeah, it should have. Yeah, there we go. So this is what it's set to. This is the original programs, what it's set to, what it came with. So hot wash, fitting it so all the stuff is reset, even all the machine parameters or whatever it's called. The configuration, it's all reset. So we basically reset the whole machine. Yeah, this is what it came with. So we got hot wash, there's no cottons anymore. The highest we can go is thermal disinfection, or if we go to special programs, so this one, we don't have these anymore. If you go to retirement homes, like the retirement home programs, we've got mops, kitchen linen, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is the highest thing about it, so yeah. So this is what it's originally set to. I set it to top of the line professional. So yeah. But yeah, that's basically the service mode overview. Hope this was helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.